We landed here in Nassau, Bahamas. We've got a day before we head to Acklins Island, and James realized that he lost his lucky hat. So I have volunteered to help him find a hat. So he's going that way, I'm going that way.
It's a hat. Like we're literally where hats are made, like by hand. And I haven't quite found the one for me. I'm like, it's 5:30, they're closing down right now. There's no way. I hope Jim finds a hat. I'm pretty sure Jim's working on it. Jimmy. Yeah, I know, I'm still looking. It's like 5:30 and I need to get that hat or I'm gonna fry. Did you find anything?
Thank you.
You've been looking, right? All right, I got one more spot.
I like the drawstring.
Make you a Bahama papa.
I really hope Jim's found a hat, because I'm not having any luck at all.
Okay, good.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry.
Well, I searched and I finally found James a hat yesterday. And this morning we jumped on the plane to Salina Point Bonefish Lodge on Acklins Island. Looking out the window here, it's a lot of whitecaps, so it's predicted to be pretty windy for the first 2 days and then die off. So looking forward to a really good trip. Can't wait to land. When we arrived, Felton picked us up, brought us to the lodge.
Felton Rowland is the owner of Salina Point Bonefish Lodge. It's situated in the middle of nowhere. There's absolutely nobody around. We drove probably for about 40 miles, didn't see a single person, and to this moment, still haven't seen anybody else but us.
Spent some time gearing up, but the weather has really moved in. It's very, very windy, raining. We're hoping it'll die down later this evening. We might get a chance to go fishing, but I think we're gonna have a chance to kick back and relax. But if you gotta kick back and relax, this remote place is a great place to do it. So our first day of fishing, we got up nice and early, had a good breakfast, got our kayaks all rigged up, and made a run across the large bay to the first fishing spot. Hoping to kind of get tucked up in this area out of the wind. I mean, it was already blowing 20 miles an hour, but you know, the signs were good that we would at least try to get a little bit of shelter from the wind and get on some fish. Dude, that was a little bonefish, was cruising right here, right next to me. And of course, it was too close for me to cast to. He's on the board!
So I'm gonna go crowd Jim for a bit. He loves it. You know, when he catches a fish, everybody joins him. Here I come, Jim.
James is on.
I got the nice little mangrove snapper on the Band of Anglers. You can see the rescinding hook that comes out, pulls it out, gets it away from the bait so the bait doesn't get wrecked by that teeth. And we got a snapper. Yeah, cheers.
So, day one, we're just gonna stick it out here and see if it works. The wind is supposed to be dying tomorrow, so hopefully it's gonna get better. So yesterday was super windy. Today is a little less windy, but still very, very windy. We actually went and eyeballed an area with some beautiful blue water this morning. So once that wind dies down, all this is gonna be so much more fishable in some of the most beautiful water I've ever seen.
We're gonna do a lot of wading today and already seeing fish.
Just a lot of walking, a lot of hunting. Finally saw a few bonefish. I saw 3 of them kind of in line. And for once, I actually made a good cast. And I put it right in front, and I just saw the fish turn on it, and boom, I was on. I have not caught a lot of bonefish, but man, they're so fast and so exciting, so strong. I really, really enjoyed it, and it made all that walking worthwhile.
Oh man, what a struggle this has been in this wind. Finally got one in the right position that I could actually cast to with the wind. Whew. Whew.
Looks like Jimmy saw a couple of bones, so I'm gonna do what I did yesterday, just go right next to him. He loves that, loves it. Hey Jimmy, wait for me. Kaboosh, kaboosh, kaboosh.
So I know we're wade fishing, so it may seem odd that I'm wearing my PFD, but honestly, it's kind of nice because it's got, you know, the little fly patch here. It's got all the pockets, so I can keep some extra line, leader, and stuff in here. My radio, you know, I've attached a little dry bag to the side strap, so I've got some more line and stuff in here. So it's actually, like I said, although I don't need it for wading necessarily, but it's just like a nice fly fishing vest, really. So I can have all my gear right here in this nice Kokatat Leviathan PFD.
That's what the pros do right there.
Day 3, sustained 25 to 30 mile an hour winds.
So I've decided to don backup hat, and I think it's already starting to work. First of all, the ride in was a lot smoother. Number 2, we've got rainbows everywhere, so it's like this is ready to happen.
And that kind of gave us a little bit of luck. We still had insane winds. We walked miles and miles across the flats, but
After 2 days, we could actually start to see the fish.
James got a really nice barracuda. I spotted it, and he made a few casts and got that fish on it. It was a great, great fish.
Nice!
After a morning of waiting, pretty much for about 20 kilometers, I decided to take my CUDA rod and do a little CUDA session. And as we're getting out of the boat, coming to a second spot, Jim came across a CUDA, and I saw it in front of him, and he literally went right past Jim. And then we started the tango. I think I cast it about 5-6 times. Finally, he raced and got it. Then he missed it, and 5 more times, and he finally got it. And I brought a big toothy creature into the shore.
There you go. Nice fish, dude. That's fun. There he goes. Oh! Well, at least I finally got him to commit to it. Boom! Woo! Gave that hole a chance to reset where we saw some fish, and managed to get one. Not huge, but man. Oh! So all indications are that the wind is dying down tomorrow, and hopefully we're gonna get these kayaks out on the water and maybe get out and do some offshore stuff. So really looking forward to that.